with 105 remaining. And Dejanay Carrington and Chris Coplanis having a conversation.
Guys, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in General. And guys, I'm here to present to you some news, okay, as it pertains to the Dallas Wings. Kaila Charles has officially been waived and let go from the Dallas Wings. With her getting waived, they have decided to acquire the Seattle Storm current player, none other than Li Yueru. Now, this leads me, as well as other fans of the Dallas Wings, to question how come Chris Coplanis, who is the current head coach, how come he has yet to be waived? Guys, please allow me to read you a little article by Athlon Sports titled, Dallas Wings Announce Trade After Unfortunate Roster Decision. Oh, ouch. Says to begin the weekend, Paige Bueckers and the Dallas Wings continued their rough start to the 2025 WNBA season, sitting at 1-11 in last place in the standings. That's crazy. Dallas Wings is now last, guys. You cannot tell me all the times that when they were playing in these games, it was so close, they would lose by 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, that the Dallas Wings coach, none other than Chris Coplanis, is not responsible for all these losses. He gotta go, I'm sorry. On Friday, Bueckers and the Wings fell to A'ja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces 88-84. Despite the loss, Bueckers continued her solid rookie season, tallying 16 points and 5 assists. But with Dallas struggling, it elected to make a roster decision on Saturday, releasing guard Kaila Charles. Now again, Kaila Charles is a very gorgeous girl. I always gave her flowers. She's very pretty, very aesthetically pleasing. I like her muscles. Okay, I need the girls in the WNBA need to stop gatekeeping. Tell me what you eating, tell me what you drinking, and give me your freaking exercise routines, right? But Kaila Charles, guys, has been somewhat of a bust, okay? She just was not able to be efficient on the court, okay? She was not able to give the Dallas Wings what we needed. Thank you, Kaila. The Wings wrote on Twitter, the Dallas Wings have waived Kaila Charles. Charles played in every game for the Wings this season except for Friday night's loss. She was averaging 4.9 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 0.5 assists in 14 minutes per game. That is incredibly, just lackluster and sorry. However, there was likely a good reason for this roster cut, as just a minute later, the Wings also announced that they had traded a 2026 second-round pick and a 2027 third-round pick to the Seattle Storm for center Li Yueru. Since Dallas did not send a player in the return for Yueru, they had to get the roster back down to 12 players, which likely led to Charles' release. Official, the Dallas Wings have acquired center Li Yueru from the Seattle Storm in exchange for 2 future draft selections. Yueru, standing at 6'7", from, I think it's pronounced Shaanxi, China, was selected by the Atlanta Dream in the 3rd round of the 2019 WNBA draft. However, she didn't make a WNBA roster until 2022 when she played 16 games for the Chicago Sky. She also had a short stint with the LA Sparks. I had no idea Li Yueru used to play for the Sky. In 2025 with Seattle, Yueru was averaging 2.8 points, 1.6 rebounds, and 0.7 assists per game. But her trade may not come as a surprise to some, as Yueru had requested a trade in early June. I don't feel I have enough time on the court, Yueru said. I came here only to play the game. I'm really happy and appreciative because I know many teammates. I've made many new friends and know many different staff, coaches. These really let me feel happy, and I'm so glad for that, but playing is one of the important things for me. Guys, also, my apologies, okay? Don't mind the hat. I need to get my eyebrows waxed. So specifically, more so because I'm about to actually take a trip soon. So tomorrow morning, I got that booked. But again, the WNBA is ruthless, man. Kaila Charles got cut. They didn't acquire Li Yueru because, again, guys, in the beginning of the season, a lot of people and a lot of fans of the Dallas Wings was like, guys, this is an entire team made of not only just studs, okay? They were calling it a stud super team, okay? Studs meaning masculine, presenting black lesbian women. They were like, there's just too many studs on this team. And then also they said it's very guard heavy, okay? It's a lot of guards on this team. It's like, where is the centers? Where are the power forwards / small forwards, etc., etc.? It's just more positions in basketball to play than, just guards, being a point guard or shooting guard, etc., etc. So again, Kaila Charles, I hate to see players get waived, but it's like, again, if you are not living up to the expectations that are bestowed upon you, okay, if you cannot cut the mustard, so to speak, if you are not being able to be efficient on that court, which she wasn't. Again, for 14 minutes, she was averaging 4.9 points. That's just ridiculous. Like Kaila, okay, she stands 6'1", gorgeous, strong, incredible, capable young woman, young black intelligent woman. It's like, how are your stats this bad, Kaila? I'm sorry, Miss Charles, but you got to go. So again, I'm kind of low-key, again, I'm torn. I'm low-key relieved and happy that Kaila Charles is leaving. Okay, maybe it'll give the Dallas Wings a chance, but it's like, because again, we're already too guard-heavy, but it makes sense for us to let Kaila Charles go. She's not producing enough, and acquire, a center / small forward / power forward such as Li Yueru. But I also got to bring this up. If they're going to let go of Kaila Charles, they need to let go of Chris Koklanis too. It was simply unforgivable, guys. Well, we'll never forget that game last Friday that will go down in WNBA women's basketball history. The freaking, let me stop yelling. The Dallas Wings was up 10 points in the fourth and final quarter. They up 10 points. It's like 3 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock. We up. The freaking Coach Chris Koklanis ignored Dejanay Carrington. It's been videos of him laughing at her. Okay, when she's actually trying to plead with the refs, like that wasn't a foul, it went out of bounds. Like she'd be pleading with the refs to, hey, you know, this is not what it looked like. You know, let me try to challenge a call or something. You know. And Chris Koklanis is on the sidelines with his freaking hands crossed, his arms crossed, and laughing at Dejanay Carrington and his players. It's like you don't even want to fight for your players, sir. You are a head coach. Joyriding down our road. You got to fight for your players in order for them to win games, in order to prove their points, in order to be, you know, just be a cohesive team. And it's like he always talking about, you know, we need to play with a togetherness, and you know what's important is like making sure that that locker room is solid and we're had that great chemistry. We're all bonding. It's like, well, I can tell by at this point you've lost the freaking locker room because that mess you pulled on Friday when the Vegas Aces defeated us when we were up 10 points in the halftime, we were up like 14 points. You let us slip away. Dejanay Carrington pleaded with you guys. She was literally screaming. I'm gonna insert the videos, okay, prior to my commentary. I got all the proof. I got the bank statements and all the receipts. She pleaded with this man over and over again. Please, like she was like, that was not a foul. The ball rolled out of bounds, okay, and I wasn't the last one to touch it. He literally just ignored her. They said the people in the crowd, okay, near that bench, okay, that was on the Dallas Wings, you know, assistant coaches, etc., and the fans, they all was screaming at him. Even Kurt Miller, the GM who hired this man, was yelling at him, challenge that call. He said, Chris, you need to challenge this call. He refused to do so. He just looked like a freaking deer in headlights, looking crazy, like he don't understand like why people are yelling at him. Because, sir, you're not an efficient leader. You don't give her that strong leadership skills and capabilities. You gotta fight for your players. You always talking about togetherness. Listen, that locker room is gone. People were like, you know, I guarantee you, they have a group chat, the Dallas Wings players, that is, without him in it. They got a group chat for all the team, okay, all the coaches, the assistant coaches, such as Chris Koklanis, you know, Kurt Miller, the GM, he in it. What's the girl named Nola Henry, the assistant coach, all the coaches and everything else in the staff is in it. And then they got a separate group chat where everybody in it except for freaking Chris Koklanis. And that's where they be dragging him. And he deserves it because, again, how dare you? I'm still mad about that game on Friday. We should have beat the Las Vegas Aces. The reason why we lost is because Chris Koklanis has proven himself to be a weak, timid, incompetent leader, period, point blank in the dot, and he needs to be waived from this team. How much longer, guys? Let's be realistic. How much longer do you think that people are going to give Chris Koklanis to get it together before he himself get them walking papers? He's going to get that pink slip on his door. He's going to be giving that note. He's going to have security escort him off from the facilities, the Dallas Wings training facilities, the arena, because enough has been enough. Again, it really rubbed me a wrong way when he just ignored Dejanay Carrington. And in another video, he was literally straight up laughing at her while she was pleading her case to the refs. That is not how you lead a team, sir. You need to get it together. Again, Dallas Wings, just like the Chicago Sky, is barely holding on by a thread. The Dallas Wings is now ranked the number one. I'm sorry, not number one. They are the number one bottom tier team. They are ranked dead last, number 13. I mean, hell, my Chicago Sky, we are awful. We are horrible, okay? And we outrank y'all. And it shouldn't be that way because, again, Dallas Wings has so much incredible talent. But Chris Koklanis does not know how to utilize his players and lead his team effectively. If something doesn't change, if Chris Koklanis does not change, if he does not improve, if he doesn't just get waived, okay, take a leave of absence, if he doesn't resign and allow Nola Henry perhaps, I don't know, this might be a crazy idea. Let's say Lisa Leslie, of all the people, lead this team and become the new head coach. The U.S. government is going to hit them with legal charges. They are going to do a federal investigation on drug trafficking on the Dallas Wings, and it'll be all Chris Koklanis' fault.